Okay, great. We're going to start back to back to practice our frog swim and get into our inversions. And we've been kind of doing this the entire time with our core activation. So it won't seem new, but I just like to break it down one more time to learn how to change the planes. So changing planes is one of the most challenging parts about engaging with the swing in a new way. And instead of nailing the pose, we really just want to get the alignment down. More important to get the alignment than to just nail it, as they say, like doing it right. So let's come into our floating Buddha and do a few rounds of our windshield wipers, warming up nice and slow. Taking our time, playing in the swing, always. Always slow it down if you feel like you need a break. And now we're going to work with the changing planes, coming back through center. Inhale to the arms wide straddle. Exhale, star, open up the chest. Inhale, namaste. Exhale, reverse. Big stretch to the neck and shoulders. Inhale, reach up and grab for the swing. Exhale, ladle. Now let's stay holding on for this version of ladle. We're going to bring our legs wide and around. Okay, now that little spot there where the tailbone has to face towards the sky so we actually get our hips over our head is very challenging. So let's swim. Our frog swim is using our fingers to help point the way. So I'm pointing towards my bum. So this is the back plane. I'm going to bring my legs wide, and this is the side plane. Now the front plane, this is the part where people get stuck, bringing it all the way around. So you want to touch your navel. Let your toes come towards your navel. All the way around. Yeah, give it a little hump if you need. There you go. Get over the little hump. And then we're going to bring the legs wide and swim all the way to the back plane and trust the swing can hold us. All the way back. All the way back. Yeah. And then again, wide and all the way forward. Do it a little bit faster like you're swimming through water so you can kind of work out the kinks, smooth out the bumpy spots, right? And just see if that feels good. It actually is really fun once you get into a good rhythm. Remember to bend your knees and bring them towards your navel. Bring your toes towards your navel so that your hands are matching. Okay, so straight back behind you, out to the side. Bend the knees, toes in. Yes! Towards you. This is the front plane. And now we're ready for our peaceful warrior. Our peaceful warrior is going to be our hands clasping our elbows. You can always walk your arms back if you need a little bit more space or bring your swing up higher. And this is our number one inversion. Feet together, legs in front. So the shins are pressing into the swing. That's how you know you're in the front plane. And we're just letting the crown of the head sink down towards the earth, getting nice and long. The swing is wrapping around the iliac crest and touching the inner thigh. So we're holding on by our thighs, not by our toes. You'll see these people that they're like, gripping with the toes. The feet are together, so we can clap our feet to remind people that this is where we're supposed to be. Now from Peaceful Warrior, I can walk my hands back if I need more space. That is an option. Just really stretching out. This is a version of our upside down dog. Or I clasp the elbows and I hang. Now I'm going to do a big sit-up. Remember to reach up with your core, let your head be in line with your body, and grab for your leg loops in your hands. My legs come out and then right back. So my leg loops come off my legs. Now they're hand loops. And then I'm going to place those on my forearms at the elbow crease and bring my hands to prayer. So my hands are at prayer, my feet are at prayer. Press your hips forward a lot. Press, press, press. That's it. That's our happy Buddha. Yay. Really good. Now we're going to open it up for Archer. Now this is Archer, where I'm going to keep my flex. Remember we talked about flexing yesterday? So it's not here, it's here. Wide. All the way wide. Yeah, like that. Now I'm going to bring the leg loops on the outside, and I'm going to keep flexing so my hands stay wide and up over my shoulders. Leg loops go on the outside. Now my chest is lifted towards the ground, and my gaze is slightly back. Now try to see if the front and back of the neck can be long. Usually people just kink the neck here, but let it come from the heart. Really arch through the heart. Press the back of the head into that invisible wall. Beautiful. You feel the difference? Mm-hmm. That looks great. Okay, from Archer, we're going to go ahead and release our leg loops. Walk your hands to the back of the mat. we're going to come into our version of handstand. So I call this handstand scorpion because our feet are together and we're pulling them towards the crown of the head. So you have this big arch through the back of the spine. Now from this arched position, we're going to extend the legs wide. Okay, once our legs come wide, we can play with wide straddle handstand, and now we're going to get into our ollies. Our ollies are the most advanced of the inversions. Obviously the last one, like I do in a lot of the sequences, is going to be the most advanced. So we're going to practice one-handed handstands, which I call ollie twists, and we're just going to practice balancing. I want you to notice that I need to stack my shoulders and rotate my hips in order to get the balance, and I keep my legs nice and heavy. So there's this tuck that happens through the pelvis. The upper body stays arched, but the lower body tucks in order to get the balance. Now, we work a lot with this tucked pelvis position for understanding the physics of the body, because we're going to really need that when we come into our superfly, which we're working up to. So tucked means your toes are level with your hips so they pull down. Yes, that's tucked. But keep the arch in the upper back, because what happened is you tucked your head towards your pelvis and you keep your gaze looking back behind you, and arch and tuck at the same time. So isolate the upper and lower body. Now from there, we're going to let's plant the right hand in center and reach for our left toes and try to do the ollie. Now this is a challenging pose because we have to really rotate the pelvis and keep the alignment. So just try going back and forth a couple times. Balance on your left and touch your right toes. So we're going to go back and forth. Just try it. I'm here to assist you when we train live. Otherwise, if you're at home, you're just going to have to really go for it. So the pelvis isn't moving at all. I want you to look at me, Beth. Look at my pelvis. Totally different. Your pelvis is like this, and we have to rotate our pelvis. Yeah, arms stay straight. So don't look, if you look with your head, then it tucks your pelvis right the other way. So you have to rotate your pelvis from side to side, and that's how we get the balance to come into ollie twist. So go ahead and just try that for a couple more rounds. I'm going to come assist, and then that'll be the full inversion sequence. Peaceful warrior, happy Buddha, archer, handstands, ollies.